Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss about lesson number 7, part 1, which is working with OpenOffice Calc. So first of all, we'll see what is the topic which is given there. So here it is OpenOffice Calc. So already we were discussing in lesson number 6 regarding OpenOffice Writer, which is a Word file, and this calc, or some will tell it as calc. Okay, so this calc is nothing but it is like your calculator, or it is like your spreadsheet in the form of rows and columns. So all the data will be stored in the form of a tabular column. Okay, so it's like your account sheet where you will write the date, particulars, and debit column and credit column you will write, right? So in the same way you will have this spreadsheet. So first, spreadsheet is a very useful office automation tool to organize, analyze, and store data in a tabular form. Spreadsheet was developed as computerized equivalent to paper-based accounting worksheet. So after the development of this spreadsheet, so paperwork and maintaining the paperworks and files have been drastically reduced. Spreadsheet users can adjust any of the stored values and can observe the effects on the calculated values. So what they are trying to say is we can adjust values in the cells which is already stored, and you can see the effect, in the sense you can see the output as the calculated value, and this is called as what if analysis. So what if analysis is what will be my output if I change the value. So that is called as what if analysis. Okay, so modern spreadsheet can have multiple interacting sheets and can display data either as text or numerals or in a graphical form. So the evolution of spreadsheet is first spreadsheet is called as, and all these three will be asked in a 1 mark question. So Daniel Bricklin and Bob Frankston developed the first spreadsheet, which is called as VisiCalc, and the full form for VisiCalc is Visible Calculator, and they developed this spreadsheet in the year 1979 for Apple II. And then in 1982, Lotus Corporation introduced Lotus 123, and it was the first to introduce cell names and macros. Okay, so we will discuss this macros later in our chapters. So cell names, I will show you some examples of this VisiCalc, Lotus 123, as well as Excel. Then in 1987, Microsoft company introduced MS Excel. So we know this already. So MS Excel. So my MS Office is also an office automated tool. Okay, so Excel implemented a graphical user interface, GUI, and the ability to point and click using mouse. So these are the three spreadsheets. So this is the first one. So here you can see the VisiCalc. Okay, so VisiCalc will be in the form of the interface will be like this, and then this is called as Lotus 123, where you have your labels. Okay, so here you can see the labels, okay, as rows and column labels, right? And this one is your MS Excel, and in the same manner you will have your OpenOffice Calc also. Okay, then next thing we are going to see is how to work with OpenOffice Calc. Okay, and before that we will see the evolution of spreadsheet, which is continuing. So there are lots of other spreadsheets also. So you have OpenOffice Calc, which we are going to see now in our chapter, and this is maintained by Apache Foundation. So Lotus 123 was developed by Lotus Corporation. Okay, so and the first spreadsheet was developed by Apple, which is VisiCalc, and then in 1987 Microsoft developed MS Excel, and OpenOffice Calc was developed by Apache Foundation, and Star Office Calc was developed by Star Division in the year 1985. So all these can be asked in 1 mark question, so be thorough in it. And then now in 7.2 we are going to discuss about working with OpenOffice Calc. So dash is a spreadsheet component of OpenOffice. This is a very important 1 mark question. So Calc is the spreadsheet component of OpenOffice. You can enter any kind of data in a spreadsheet and then manipulate this data to produce certain result. Alternatively, you can enter data and then use Calc in a what if analysis by changing some of the data and observing the result without having to retype the entire spreadsheet. Okay, so if you are having more than 100 columns or more than 50 columns, you need not change the whole column or to get the result. Okay, so it is enough that if you change your particular cell value or particular cell's data, you can easily analyze what will be the answer and what will be the output in the spreadsheet. So that it is called as what if analysis. We discussed it before itself. So next one is a very important 3 mark question, or it may be as in a 5 mark question also. So this is 7.2.1, which is features of OpenOffice Calc. So what are the features we are having in our OpenOffice calculator is, we can connect this with our Excel. So connecting with Excel, so ability to open, edit and save Microsoft Excel spreadsheet also. And auto sum option you have, so which helps to add the contents of a cluster of adjacent cells. Okay, so all these things we will see when we are doing the sums in our OpenOffice Calc. So list autofill, so it automatically extends the cell formatting when new item is added to the end of the list. Then autofill option you have, so you have autofill option, you can fill the cells with the repetitive or sequential data such as in chronological manner, or by using numbers or repeated text, etc. Then you can insert charts. You have several forms of charts, like you have pie charts, you have bar diagram, you have line diagrams, and lot more. You have scatter charts. Like that you have several charts, so that you can even display your data in a graphical representation also, so that it will be easy for the user to understand what does the data tells. And then you have functions where you have complex calculations, where you can do complex calculations. Then you have database functions such as store, filter, sorting, arranging. Like that you have database functions also. So these are the features of OpenOffice Calc: connecting with Excel, AutoSum, list autofill, charts, functions and database functions. Then now we will see how to create a new worksheet. So you can create a new worksheet, or you can create a new calc by choosing Start, All Programs, OpenOffice, and in that OpenOffice Calc. Or you can double click the icon which you have in your desktop, and there once after double clicking the icon, you will get a welcome screen which is called a Start Center. We discussed it in the 6th lesson introduction itself. The opening page of the screen is called as your Start Center. Okay, so see here now, this is your OpenOffice icon. So now I am going to double click it. So once if you double click, it opens. So this is the opening screen, and this screen is called as your Start Center. Okay, so for 6th lesson we were dealing with the text document, and for 7th lesson we were going to deal with spreadsheet. So now what I should do is just click the spreadsheet, and here you can see the grid of tables. So it is a combination of rows and columns. You have labels. Okay, so you have here this is your title bar. By default you will have it as untitled 1. This is your menu bar. Then next one is formatting toolbar. This is standard toolbar. This is formatting toolbar. Then next one is your formula bar. Okay, this is your working area, and by default automatically first 3 sheets will be loaded, as sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, and if you want to add more sheets, just right click here and you go and choose insert sheet. Okay, you will get a dialog box like this. So here you should give after current sheet. So once if you are in sheet number 3, you should give after current sheet, and number of sheets to be inserted you should give here and press OK. Clear? Alright, so then the next one is you are going to see the parts of the spreadsheet working area. So they are, so the first one is title bar, as I said. So title bar you have. Second one is control buttons. So control buttons are nothing but here this is called as your control button. So minimize, maximize, close buttons. Then menu bar, as I said, so this is your menu bar. So file menu, edit menu, view menu, this is your menu bar. Then toolbar, so number 4 is your toolbar. So this is your standard formatting toolbar, and even this is also a toolbar. This is standard toolbar, this is formatting toolbar. Then fifth one is address box. So name box or address box, this is your address box. For example, if your current position is in cell number 1, so then your cell address will be A1 cell. This is called as a A1 cell, and where the cell is been highlighted, and this cell is called as your active cell. Okay, so you can see this cell has been highlighted as in the borders. Okay, so a black dark color border you can see. So as of now this cell is in selected position, and this cell is called as your active cell, and the cell's address will be displayed here. So therefore it is called as your name box. Okay, then quick function wizard, number 6 is your quick function wizard. So this is your function toolbar. Okay, so this is auto sum, this is function, and the result will be displayed here. Then number 7 is formula bar or input line. So this is your formula bar. Either you can type the formula directly here itself if you know. Then number 8 is formatting properties. So this is the formatting properties, where you can have these properties in our formatting toolbar itself. Here also you can see bold, italics, underline, and all the 4 types of alignment. Here you can see left alignment, center, right alignment, and justify alignment. Okay, then next one is number 10 is zoom option. So here you can see the zoom option. By default it is here. Okay, or here you can see the zoom option. Okay, so once if you click and drag this button to 100%, your working area will be in a magnified manner. Then next one is scroll bars. So you already we already discussed the scroll bars in lesson number 6 itself. So you have 2 sets of scroll bars which will be at the bottom of the document and towards your right side of your document. So right side scroll bar is used to, so this is your scroll bars. This is used to scroll your document top and bottom, and this is used to scroll towards your left and right. And then number 11 is your status bar. So here you can see the status bar. This is your status bar, whereas you have 3 sheets, and in these 3 sheets you are currently in sheet number 1. So here it displays sheet 1 of 3. Okay, if you are in sheet number 2, here it will be displayed as sheet 2 of 3. So this is called as your status bar. So the parts of OpenOffice window regarding title bar, menu bar, control buttons, and inside file menu, what are the things you have, inside view menu, what are the things you have, what are the commands you have, like this the lesson continues. Until now we will stop here, and rest of the things will continue in the next class. Thank you, children.